friends, I'm Alana, and this is Mark Ryan, and today we are playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. We're both huge MVC fans. Have you played much of this so far?
I think I got my hands on it the first time last week, and so ever since then, yeah, pretty much after hours I've been playing.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We've also got Mitchell, who's running the stream over the other end of the room, currently playing as well, so it's exciting stuff. Looking at this character roster, there are obviously people missing. That's one thing that we have to talk about. Wolverine's not here.
No X-Men characters.
No X-Men at all. Like Jean Grey, I absolutely love playing with her, so that's good. Frank West's face, it's a little bit complicated. But how are you liking the actual gameplay so far?
The gameplay is really good. So when they first showed off the game, you know, I've been playing Marvel 3 for, was it from 2011, so about 6 years now.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to this game. When they first showed it, I wasn't sure exactly what to think, but once I started seeing actual gameplay coming out of E3 specifically, I started to get really excited for it. Specifically, like the tagging mechanics and stuff in this game are totally new.
How do you like
really
having
cool.
the
2 versus 3? I don't have a strong opinion on the number of characters. It's more about how they interact with each other, and in this game it's different than how they've done it with other games, so that makes it cool.
Different in a good way?
We'll find out. I mean, that's the one thing that's interesting about fighting games is that, like, I can play it, you know, before the game comes out and get a sense for the things that I like about it, but I'm not really going to know how good this game is until a year down the road when the tournament scene is either thriving or the tournament scene is struggling.
That's a really good point.
But so far, it seems really good.
Yeah. So we are streaming on both the platforms, and we're reading people's comments on YouTube and on Twitch and questions and stuff. Someone asked who Frank West is. Frank West, my boy. He's from Dead Rising.
Yep.
I actually had an art project in high school where I made a painting of Frank West that just like had newspaper clippings that said "He's covered wars," you know, because I was obsessed with Dead Rising.
You still have that?
I do still have it.
You should bring that in.
Well, it's in a strip. That would be a lot of effort. Okay. But it's still in my parents' house. Is this man covered in blood from the original Dead Rising game? It's pretty great.
Cool. All right, so we're in versus mode. Mitch and I are going to play a couple of rounds.
Yes.
Mitch is picking his team that he's been playing all week. He's pretty good with them. And I'm thinking, I've got a couple of different teams. I'm going to try out the team that I think is my favorite team, but I don't know if it's actually my best team. We'll find out. So Jeddah, he's from Darkstalkers. Same game that Morrigan's from, but Morrigan's been in a bunch of Marvel vs. Capcom games. Jeddah, this is his first time, which is cool.
He looks a little bit like a Zora from Zelda.
He does totally. And then my other character I like is Gamora. She looks a lot like She-Hulk.
So you guys both chose the same Infinity Stone here. Why did you choose the reality one?
Because it's the cheapest.
Oh, excellent.
I mean, we're going to find out what kind of balance changes and stuff they want to make in real time, but I feel like Reality Stone might be a problem.
Okay.
It might be too good.
The fact that you both just picked it without even thinking.
Yeah. And then it might also just be kind of the level that we are. We've played the game a fair bit, but we're fairly scrubby players, and I think the Reality Stone is going to be the ultimate scrub stone. Oh, actually, I might need to change my buttons. Let's see what we got. This is a button check. This is not a live match.
Stop cheating, Mitchell.
Yeah, can I change my buttons?
I think the stage looks really good.
A lot of the stages actually look really cool. There's not a ton of the stages. I think there's 10 of them, including the training
not a ton of characters, stage. But I feel like we're kind of used to that with fighting games at this point. They don't launch with all of the content. It's just
that is true.
The way they are now.
All right, let's see.
Someone asked, why is this 60 gigs on PC? I didn't realize it was. That's a pretty big download for what it is.
All right, cool. We're good.
And yeah, there's people commenting saying I think X-Men will be in the game next year. They took Wolverine, etc. I heard a rumor from a pro MVC player. She told me that they were going to be in as DLC. It's 100% not confirmed. I don't have that from Capcom at all. It was just a rumor that I heard. But
I hope so. It seems likely.
It seems vaguely inside compared to me, but it does seem likely that we'll have it in the DLC. Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the cool things about just modern fighting games is you can add to the cast over time. So.
It sounds hard though. You got to rebalance everything.
Oh yeah, I've been doing a surprisingly good job of it with Street Fighter V. They'll introduce new characters that are really played different than a lot of other things in the game. Like they just recently released Abigail and Manat. Both play totally different from any other character in the game, and somehow they seem like they're pretty well balanced.
Gotta be tough. I find it really interesting that you aren't making that much noise. Most people who play on stick just like so much noise, and you're just like tap, 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 tap. It's good.
Maybe I'm trying to be polite for the microphone. I don't know. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that to me, Mitch. Mitch has got this combo where he does that. What is that attack?
Stride is really quick. That's like the one thing that I feel like I know about him is he's real soft. She looks really cool.
Yeah, she's cool. So I like her. I like her because visually she looks cool, but she's got kind of a rushdown style, but she can also play a distance game because she's got her guns. Now I'm not showing that very well here because Mitch is comboing me. But that's okay. Mitch drops combos. Ooh, nice.
You guys are very close right now. I don't want to make anyone nervous, but oh boy. It looks pretty good.
Oh, I got auto jump on. I got to turn that off too. So this game has a bunch of interesting controls that are good for beginners. To the point that I think a beginner can actually be fairly competitive with a scrubby player like me. But I want to turn them off.
We've got someone asking, Reality Stone is an attack? Question mark?
So in this game, you pick your two characters.
You pick your stone.
But then you also pick your Reality Stone. And there's 6 different ones. Oh, that's right. We've got all the Reality Stones here. Or we've got all the... They're not Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones.
And so Reality Stone is one of those Infinity Stones. And what the stones do is they give you unique abilities. There's a button that is mapped to using that stone. So if I just hit the button, I send that little Reality Stone. Did you do 2 of them on the screen at once?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Cheap. What did I say?
So the Reality Stone literally is just a red ball that flies at someone?
Yeah, but what makes it cheap is a couple of things. One, it tracks the opponent, so they can't get away from it. It doesn't last forever.
Can you block it though?
You can block it, yep. But it tracks the opponent, so that makes it pretty cheap.
Ooh.
But then also, if I get hit while it's on the screen, it'll stay on the screen. So basically kind of works as a defensive move.
Interesting. So you can just kind of spam it a bit, but how long does it take to recharge?
There's like no cooldown. That's what I think. I think they're gonna have to either make.
Good job, Mitchell. Yeah. That was close, you guys.
That was pretty close. Did you see? I did that little Hail Mary level 3 at the end. Didn't work.
Nah.
Didn't work.
We call that the Mike Mamone.
Is that the Mike? Yeah. That's the. Oh, he's the wake up super. Yeah.
Hello, Daniel. He yelled my name in the chat. What else do we got here? Senator asks, any new interesting game mechanics we should know about? I guess the stones are the big thing.
Oh, there's a ton of new mechanics in this game.
Go on.
All right, so the stones is one thing, right? So I mentioned with Reality Stone, I've got a button that I hit that throws a Reality Stone on the screen. Each stone has a different ability map to that one button. But then on top of that, there is, what do they call it? Reality Stone Surge? Infinity Surge.
I saw someone do one of those before.
So if you see near my Reality Stone icon on the lower left, there is a little round meter. Yep. Once that fills up, and it's going to fill up over the match, like as I use the ability or as I get hit.
That was like your cooldown for using just that attack.
Gotcha, yeah. It kind of looks like that. Nope, so that's a different meter. Once that's full, I hit the tag button and the stone button together, and you use the Reality Surge.
So it's like having a second super, basically.
Kind of. So like with Reality Stone, I think the Infinity Storm gives me. It basically gives you. It maps these like screen-wide attacks to your 4 different buttons, and it just gives you a different way to attack the opponent. But there's like the other stone is the Space Stone. It'll lock the opponent into a cage. It's pretty dirty.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, let's see if I can land this combo. Oh, you jerk. All right, I was trying to land a combo, then Mitch used one of the other new mechanics in this game, which is that when your character is being attacked, being comboed, you can spend meters to send your other character in and interrupt the combo.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool.
And annoying. Like, does that even count for air combos?
Does it? I'm sorry.
Does it work for air combos?
Yeah, oh yeah, it works for everything.
Damn.
Oh no.
SNES Chalmers on Twitch asks, do you feel like Infinite is slower than MVC3? I would say no, based on what it looks like.
It's really hard to say. I would say at this point, maybe a little bit, but only because people aren't as good at this game, right? There's so much in MVC3 that happens just because people have this crazy muscle memory.
Yeah, that's a good point. That people will get faster, but it doesn't look inherently slower.
No, I don't think so. And there's going to be certain things in this game that are just as fast.
And Phantom Pain 22 on Twitch also asks, is this any good with a controller? So, of the two people we have right now, the person across the room, Mitchell, is playing with a controller.
Yep.
Mitchell, do you like it? Smile if yes. He smiled.
I like it a lot.
He likes it a lot.
Yeah, I've actually, I mean, so I play on stick, but I
thing.
have had to play on pad, and it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's definitely a preference thing. Like, it's kind of an interesting thing to see over the past few years is that in the competitive scene, everyone used to play on sticks, just because that's what arcades were.
Yeah.
And a lot of people assumed that sticks were better, but yeah, there's so many people coming up, especially young players that are
way better with a
way
controller.
better on pads.
I think it's because, like you were saying before, muscle memory.
Yeah.
It's something that I know from every fighting game I play, right? So it's like, it's foreign to go from one to the other. You kind of pick it up better. Someone asked, is Venom in this? Venom is currently not in it.
He's not. He was announced as one of the DLC characters, though.
Yes, so he'll be here eventually. I feel like people spoke about Carnage as well, but I
don't have meter.
Yeah, so they announced 6 DLC characters so far. I'm sure we'll get more from that, really. And someone was asking what the story is like. Cameron Zimos summed it up nicely by saying, the bootleg Ultron is trying to kill everyone. That is the story.
Yeah, I haven't actually tried story mode. We're going to do that a little bit later.
We'll check it out.
So I don't know what story mode's about, but Ultron killing people, that sounds likely.
Well, it's not quite Ultron, though.
Is there Sigma Ultron? Is that what it is? Is that a spoiler?
Yeah.
I've heard that name.
No, he's very well advertised.
Okay.
Man, get it together. What are you doing?
I'm trying to talk at the same time as I
It
play.
is really hard to talk and play games at the same time. I will give you that.
And also, Mitch is good at this game.
Apparently, man. Should we, like, get some kind of bet going? Someone buys someone lunch? I feel like Stride is just so fast. There's some characters that certain people are terrible against. I hated playing against Iron Man the most in MVC3 because of that goddamn uni beam.
Oh, okay.
Drove me insane.
So I don't have any demons in the Marvel vs. Capcom games, but in Street Fighter, Blanca is my demon.
Yeah.
I hate that character.
And then the one character, like, I love Matarasu in MVC3.
Yeah.
And I just always felt so OP. Because everyone's like, what? How do I block? She's so small. Like, it's not any different. So great. People asking if Deadpool's in it. The answer to that is also currently no. Henry asked, hi all guys, I like Marvel vs. Capcom, but so far it looks cheesy to me. Can you tell me why this game is worth my money? Well, we are not going to sell it to you. But I would say, you know, if you like Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't think it looks cheesy. I think
there are certain aspects of it
I'm sure the story's a bit cheesy, but we do have a review up? So
we do.
We have a full review up.
We gave it a 7.7?
7.7. It's pretty good.
Oh, I shouldn't do that.
Woo! That was pretty cool. All those reality stones.
That's right, because we're both cheap. We have no scruples.
Nice work, dude. Good combo. Ooh. That was good too.
What am I doing?
Oh.
Oh, nice
Come on.
tag.
Yikes!
right.
Oh, good job.
Reality stone.
Stupid reality stuff. You just hear them yelling it all the time. Well, the screen is insane right now. Is this one of the storms?
This is one of the storms,
Okay.
yes.
Nice work!
All right, so I
Good
can
job!
be...
Because you weren't talking that time.
I was talking a little bit less, maybe.
It definitely
Still, I
helps.
feel like I'm not doing that well, man.
You can play as Frank West, Matthew Hardwick on YouTube. That is indeed an option. So Injustice 2 is definitely better. Very different games.
Oh, very
They
different.
play so differently. It's insane.
I'm gonna head back to character select and try a different team.
Yeah,
If
I'm-
anyone's has requests for characters they want to see,
I think we've had a few, but I would have to scroll back pretty quick.
that's all right. Put together a team. while we
Someone
play
said make
these next
Yamura fight
matches.
her dad. And can I also ask to use different stones this time?
Okay, I will use a different stone.
You two matches. We just kind of want to see what they like.
Power Stone is the other pretty good stone. It gives you access to one attack that just comes out really quick and it bounces the opponent off the wall, which then lets you continue your combo. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. But he's going to use that. I'll try Time Stone, which gives your character a little teleport move. I don't know how effective it'll be.
We'll
It
find
seems
out.
like it's pretty good, but I haven't seen it used competitively.
Well, that's the
where
thing.
that's the test.
Like with a fighting game, you don't actually really know what the game is for another month, probably.
Yep.
Until you're like, oh, you can use that way? All right. I really like these stages. I feel like they have a lot of depth. The way that the shadows are, it actually looks like it's very 3D. Very cool. All right, we've got a bunch of requests for characters now, so we'll keep these in mind, chat, for next time. We just keep asking if it's worth buying. We can't tell you that. It's just that's not how it works. I don't know who you are. I don't know your taste. Hey, Ash Ratcliffe, 1992 on Twitch said, as much as I'm enjoying MVCI, I'm waiting for another Soul Calibur. I love Soul Calibur so much. MVC and Soul Calibur are my favorite fighting games. I know they're very different, but I adore them. I think Injustice 2 had my favorite fighting story.
Who's your Soul Calibur character?
Cervantes.
Oh, okay.
Mala. Just pretty much anyone who plays Baldo can get out.
That's right. See.
That's a cool cinematic animation, really. That's very cool. Is Thanos as slow as he looks?
He's slow to move around, but he has a couple of things that make him move faster. So
Yeah.
he has like a teleport,
Okay.
so I can get to the other side of the screen.
Oh, that is cool. Nice work,
Is that gonna
dude.
work? Ah.
Just missed. What are your different Infinity Stones doing this time?
So I've got the space or the time
Time.
one, so that's giving me that little teleport right there.
Okay.
Which probably pretty useful for a slow character
Yeah.
like Thanos. He's got the power one, so he did bounce me off the wall earlier.
Alright, we'll have to watch out for that. Nice work, dude. That is super beneficial for you.
That's cheap. Which is what Marvel is all about. Oh no.
Ah, that's great. Big fan.
Oh, I tried to. Ooh, a jab. Bless you.
It's the worst. I feel like I never sneeze unless I'm doing a Let's Play or whatever, and then I just start sneezing all the time. Daniel Flores asked if there's 4K support. I think the answer is currently no.
I don't know, I don't have a 4K TV.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, let's read through some of the characters people asked for here. We asked for Ryu, but, Dante, but he's not in it, is he?
He is.
Oh, we do have Dante?
So want
Which one is-
Ryu?
Oh, yeah, we do. There's
Dante?
that white-haired boy. Dante.
I'll do Dante.
Who else? Iron Man, Zero, Spider-Man, Arthur.
What was that last one?
Arthur?
Alright, I'll try
Arthur.
Arthur.
Oh, we're so cuddly.
I always liked playing this Arthur.
Alright, so I will be 100% honest. I have not played either of these characters one bit in this game
Alright,
yet.
good job,
So
chat.
yep.
Throw them some tough ones.
I also tried the Mind Stone. Mitch has picked up the Soul Stone.
Alright.
Soul Stone is really interesting. When your meter fills up, that stone meter, you get the ability to basically bring one of your dead characters back to life.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm thinking that probably the way this will turn out competitively is that people know to pair certain stones with certain teams.
Yep.
So like if you have someone who's really squishy, it would make this.
Oh,
I feel like I'm watching you try and figure out how to use Dante right now. You're like,
Yes,
what,
you
what does
are.
all this do? What does this do?
Alright, oh, that's a good move.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool. And also very cheap.
That'll be a really good move to do like... Wow, that was not it at all. I was going to say, that'd be a really good move to cover your tag. Right, so whenever you do a tag, your character is kind of vulnerable for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, that's smart.
So you do something like that, and it'll cover your tag.
People are asking for Groot next. So to make that work. Clayton S2 said the Capcom lineup is looking way better than the Marvel lineup. So, our logic is with the way that this game is, I don't think this has been officially commented on, is that they're using characters that the Marvel movies have licenses to. So that's why we're not seeing Wolverine, because he's technically Sony. I guess Spider-Man's one exception who's sort of Marvel now, but and we're not seeing the X-Men, and that's probably the reason why. We're pretty sure
It's a
we'll get them
theory.
as DLC. That is
Yeah.
just a theory. But for now, I mean, I feel like the roster looks small, but I feel like there's a lot there. There's a lot to learn, and I think there's a bit of something there. I don't think it's totally lacking. It's just different to what we're used to. I suppose. It's not always bad.
Oh, you revived your guy. Alright, so so now
cool.
he's revived him, and look, I have to fight two characters at the same time.
That's very cool. So
No, it's not.
Will he be revived? Will he be revived for a certain amount of time? Or?
Yeah, basically it seems like that meter
Until
is
it
going
runs
down.
out. Wow, that's cool. So it absolutely is like having a second super.
Yeah. Oh, good tag. I was going to jump up there and try to punish.
Oh, but Spider-Man's still in. Wow. What does the Mind Stone do?
I don't know. The hyper. Oh, okay.
It fills up your hyper gauge.
Here we go. So yeah, I can do the super. And you see I've got 2 meters now. I'm not going to do anything except block, and it goes back up to 3 meters. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm sorry this Dante play is so bad. I think Dante's
It's
actually a good
It's hard to
character.
play a new character for the first time.
That's right. That was scrubby.
Good job. Oh,
How did I teleport?
I'm gonna be honest. This isn't going great for you. There you go.
Still time to turn around.
An improvement. Oh. If you manage this, I'll be very impressed. But I mean, he's playing as Ryu. That's like a character that everyone knows so well. Oh,
you snuck it in.
Damn, man. That's pretty great.
Snuck in the boot.
That's an interesting point. Kyla Klotz on YouTube said, I like how they don't use DMC Dante. I guess it's probably just because I actually like DMC. I'm one of the few people who really like
Is that the emo Dante?
Emo Dante. Well, okay, they're both Emo Dante.
Yeah,
Let's
kinda,
be real. They are
kinda.
both Emo Dante. It's just that he's different.
Youthful Dante.
It's probably just because older Dante is the one that people are more attached to, kind of know better. But I liked DMC as a game. When it came out, I had the lowest review score for it in Australia, but I still enjoyed it. It's good in its own way. It's just different.
Someone asked if they could both use their storm simultaneously. The answer is
Correct. Can they hear you, Mitch?
no.
Okay. The question was, can both players use the Infinity Storm at the
Storms.
same time? The answer is no. Once
That would be
one
chaotic.
player activates it, the other player can't activate it until it's over. So it's actually a good mechanic. If you think the opponent wants to use their Storm,
To use yours.
you use yours and then just like
Yeah.
shut that down.
That's cool. All right. Do we want more characters? Who else have we got? Oh, people definitely asked for Groot.
Okay, I'll try out Rocket.
Counts as Rocket. Yeah.
Yep.
Hulk. Nemesis.
Nemesis.
And Thor.
Oh, blue Nemesis? That's kind of cool.
All right. Good job, chat.
I'm going to try Mind again. I feel like I did not show off Mind very well in that last game.
Fight. Thrive.
Nemesis sure is ugly, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
ugly.
he's just some stuff on his face that.
He's falling apart a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
His mouth doesn't have lips,
No.
which is unnerving.
How does he? So he can't speak then. I feel like he can't speak without lips.
We'll find out.
John on YouTube said, MVC3, PS4, and Xbox community can barely find matches anymore. I can still find matches for MVC3, but not so much for Ultimate, which is weird. Like, I know that
is
doesn't really
weird.
make any sense. But the last time I played it would have been, I don't know, not that long ago on Xbox, probably like sometime this year. There's also a guy in the chat getting mad at me for the way I say Ryu.
How does he say it?
Well, he's typing it's Ryu, and some people say Ryu. And,
Right.
But it's really just transferring Ryu's kind of word that we can know what's happening.
I think both of them are actually inaccurate.
How do you say it?
I say Ryu.
Ryu?
Yeah. Because I think the proper way to say it, I'm not very good at it.
Ryu. And then Hayabusa, what game's that from? Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
I think that's Ryu.
I'm just going to sit here and do this
Definitely
rocket launcher over and over again, Mitch, until you figure it out. All right, it looks like you figured it out. Oh, what? How did you grab?
That was cool.
Let's see. I'm
Okay.
gonna see if I can just land the mind
I
attack.
think this is pretty cool.
This is
So
cheap.
this is the
This is
space
space.
stone puts you into this,
Yeah, and I
cave
can't
and you
leave
can't-
this
you can't
box.
leave.
I just gotta take it.
especially when you see like a little rocket raccoon against the Hulk inside of one of those. That's pretty intimidating.
Seems unfair. Oh. He called him Goldilocks.
That's cute. Ooh, Ash Ratcliffe 1992. I don't know who you are, Ash Ratcliffe, but I agree with like all of the things that I've seen you say on Twitch. You said Jack Baker from RE7 would have been great in this game. I agree that'd be super cool. Only problem is you can't really kill him. So what do you do about that? That would be cool. He's scary, and I like that character. I think he's a cool character. Or Lucas, that'd be awesome. I really liked RE7. I think it was great. Brummy PC Game Off, what are you playing this on? We are playing on PS4 right now. Alright. You guys are a little more even now. Doing okay. Alright, characters. Quick. Who do we want?
Did anybody request specifically Jeddah and Gamora?
Ultron?
Ultron. I'll try out Ultron. Ultron seems like a really interesting character that I'm gonna eventually pick up. He kind of reminds me of this game's version of Magneto.
That's cool.
He's got some cool combos. I don't know them.
Someone said, "Yo, can you show X?"
X. There you go. X is really cool in this game.
Anyone else? Hawkeye? He's not in here, is he?
Yeah, I'll try Hawkeye.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, of course he is.
Don't worry about me. Just worry about yourself.
And then the last one is Chun-Li.
Oh, Chun-Li's gonna be good in this game too.
This will be a joint operation.
Oh, that really is Ashley Birch.
You recognize the voice, huh?
Yeah, I love her. She's amazing.
Who will prevail?
So yeah, Chun-Li's a very rushdown heavy character. Hawkeye is a very keep away character. So those two in particular are going to be sort of polar opposites in this
Yeah.
match. We'll see.
Should be interesting.
I have a feeling I won't be able to keep Mitch out with my Hawkeye.
I believe in you, mostly.
I appreciate that.
A little bit.
Ready. Fight.
Oh, I bounced off the wall.
Alright, so we've got Soul Stone and Time Stone this time around. Time Stone is the one that lets you do the cool teleport. So the Soul Stone you're throwing with Chun-Li in the same kind of way that you do with the reality stone, right?
The Soul Stone, it gives you like access to this really long attack. You want to do it real quick, Mitch? Soul Stone?
Soul Stone.
So it gives you access to that attack, which
Oh, okay.
I think once it hits me, if I'm not blocking it, I think it takes my life. Is that right?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's rude.
wow. Huh. I feel like the stones are all different enough that we should see all of them get through.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, at this point, it's like, it's really up in the air which stones are going to be end up
Yeah.
being the best ones. I think I know which ones are going to be the best, but only competition will tell. Does this work? Nice. Because Hawkeye never misses. I do.
You're doing pretty good.
Oh yeah?
I've been meaning to cosplay as Mega Man for a while. I just really don't know what that looks like.
A Mega Man cosplay?
Yeah,
Time to keep moving forward.
because we got
You
this.
need to be shorter.
Yeah,
Isn't he a short?
he's pretty small, but we got a helmet in like last year, and we have.
So now you do know what it looks like.
Well, I would need to buy like a weird blue suit, and I would have to make the shoes, which would be the hardest part. But I think he'd be a fun guy.
Oh, that hit me.
Another really good stage. I like these a lot, and I like that they're really colorful too. They all they look arcadey, which I like.
Totally agree. Oh, interesting. I was able to pick that up.
All right, so your meter on your time stone is full now.
Saying I should use it.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Get wrecked.
I don't know what my moves are.
So he's got different kinds of arrows. Those,
Yeah.
oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh.
That's right. Oh, it's not enough.
Oh man. Oh, good job, dude. That was impressive. See, it's because
That
I
was-
suggested that you use the time stone.
Yep, it was. It was. You
It
saved
really
me.
helped out there.
And that was the face-off that I foreshadowed.
Good job. Yeah, it was too, and you thought that you wouldn't do well.
But you knew better.
I did. Yeah, I believed in you.
Any other suggestions for characters?
I think that they are, because we're a little bit ahead, they have to kind of catch up. People
Right.
asking about Sigma. There's also people asking for characters that are clearly not here, like Goku. So they're really
Goku?
just throwing. Someone asked for Naruto, Nova, Iron Man.
Nova and Iron Man are in this game.
Yeah, Thanos, we have already seen. Chris Benoit, Ghost Rider,
Chris Benoit.
Leon, Nick Cage.
Ghost Rider.
Gotten a lot of requests.
Judgment time.
All right.
Roast beef,
Chris, ready to move?
Gamora, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Gamora? Okay. All right. So I got 2 characters with guns now.
That's too many guns.
Battle without limits.
And neither of your characters have guns, Mitch.
Should be interesting. I like the design for Doctor Strange a whole lot. I
Yeah.
think he looks very cool. Got that fancy cape.
good
Ghost Rider
cape.
still just looks like a flaming skeleton.
Ghost Rider's attacks are pretty good in this game. They cover a lot of the screen
We'll survive this battle.
Ready.
from a very far distance away. See how far he was and he threw me?
Yeah, so the range with the guns isn't helping you a ton there.
No. Yeah, that'll work.
Look, I
never
like
mind.
Chris. I just feel like he's, compared to everyone else, he just seems so uncool. But so does Frank West. Like, he's just like, yeah, I'm a dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the challenge with Capcom characters competing against superheroes. Nice.
No, you're doing great, man.
Oh, screwed up. Does that work? Oh, it does work.
A lot of people
Nice.
still options to go to. That would be great. But Dragon Ball FighterZ is also a game that's coming out.
Yep. Wait
Consider
until
that.
February. I think that game's coming out. Oh, I have to reload my gun? That's kind of cool. Oh, I like that move. Just gonna play defense here while he's got his special power.
Daniel Babino asked who is player 2. I don't see a lot of hands moving. I'm playing with my mind. No, we have a person who's sitting directly in front of me who's also playing.
Oh, nice.
Have you even used Gamora? Oh, you have.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest, Mitchell, this is not going well.
So there seems to be an interesting mechanic in this game where if I'm trying to up back, which is the term used for just like holding upward and backward,
Yeah.
it's basically a really defensive move.
Mm-hmm.
If I do that and he attacks me while I'm still on the ground, it seems to hit me, which is interesting.
We'll just pull you. I mean, did you really think you were gonna come back from that? That was, you know, not great.
Eliminating the target, that's my job.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we have a Captain Marvel request.
I can do Captain Marvel. Or do you want to play Captain Marvel, Mitch? Oh, sorry, I just went to rematch.
Ready.
Let me go back to character select. Nice.
I'm going to request personally that someone play as Morrigan.
Oh, okay,
And
I'll do
I
Morgan.
wouldn't mind seeing Frank West.
I'll try Frank Whack.
Frank Wags.
So in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, in this game as well, he's got like a leveling mechanic where the more you use your
He was
camera.
only in Ultimate though, right?
All right,
Is he in regular play?
That's a good question, man. It's been so long. I don't
I think
remember.
he was only in Ultimate.
I believe you.
Yeah.
So you got that leveling mechanic where the more you use your camera, the more he powers up, and to the point where if he's level 5 Frank West, he's really good.
Yeah.
If he's level 1 Frank West, he's not
great.
very good.
Yeah.
And he earned the name Frank Whack.
That makes sense.
So then the way to level them up in Ultimate at least is you do a combo and you end it with the camera, which is taking a picture.
You guys show up.
I assume it works the same way in this game, but I haven't played them yet.
Guess we'll find out.
On top, ready.
So weirded out by Morrigan's face. He looks so different to what I'm used to.
Oh, nice.
Elton Master Chief keeps asking, can you do 2v2 with 4 friends?
I don't know.
Do you mean like co-op?
Yeah, Mitch, do you know? It's interesting, the character select, or like when you go into versus mode, it seems to show 4 controllers and the ability to pick,
Oh, interesting.
but I haven't seen anything
That would
about
be cool.
2v2. Oh,
Eclectic
good.
1995 also asked, if you're playing against a computer, can you adjust the CPU's difficulty level? I assume so. You usually can.
yeah, I'm sure.
There's that reality stuff.
Quit. Oh, look at that.
Oh. I like that he has some of the crazy weapons that he uses.
How do I take a picture?
I think he did before. I feel like I saw the animation of you using one. Oh, he threw a zombie?
He's my
It's
plunger.
very interesting to watch.
Yeah, he's a cool character. I just don't know how to play him.
Well, it does say you're level 1 right now, so that means the system is there.
I am Frank Whack.
Don't know how to. Yeah.
Yep.
You just don't know how to. You want to try and figure it out? Oh! This is pretty cool.
Oh.
She does have an accent, you're right.
Oh, nice. That was my only hope, was Morrigan. What?
Hansi Page on Twitch said, this Frank looks like he could be Danny McBride's cousin. Very good.
Oh. That was rough.
That was a less close match, so you didn't figure out how to use it?
I did not figure out how to use it.
It's fine.
Sure. Yeah, let's go and check out training mode. Maybe I'll take a character in a training mode that I know, and I'll take a character in a training mode that I don't know, like Frank West, and let's see if we can figure out
Cool.
the camera system.
Sounds good.
Mitch, maybe we can do like tag team. You can do training mode. You can play with me. Are there any characters you want to try out?
No, but I can show off some Strider combos.
All right. So let's go with Frank West. Let's figure out that camera. And then let's see if I can do a combo with Captain Marvel that I've been practicing. And then Mitch wanted to be Strider. And Nova. Wait, Nova's his other character.
Only one team will be left standing.
It's training mode though, so. Only one team will be left standing.
Yeah, no, we'll probably both be left standing. Yeah,
Probably both.
we'll probably be good. Yeah, it's one thing I really like about fighting. I mean, it's been in fighting games for a long time.
Yeah.
Marvel's not different, but I love training mode, and I love that training mode lately lets you set the other player to control. So we can basically play a versus
That is
match
really
where
cool.
nobody dies.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to figure out how to take a picture. That's not a picture. Okay.
You just,
How did I just snap? Okay.
Gamer PH asked, why is this game a copy from Injustice 1? It's definitely not. They're so different. It's so funny.
Well, what are the similarities between this and Injustice 1? Let's see there.
Fighting game?
Yep, it's a fighting game.
Superheroes.
That's true. There are superheroes. Maybe you might say this is more of a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
I think you would say that. Yeah.
Which came out in the 90s.
But even Injustice is basically a copy of Mortal Kombat. Funny. Tprism.net asks, can you still do character assist during the match, or is that gone now?
Can you do character assists?
Yeah.
No, they're not in this game. So
I didn't think I'd seen it.
yeah, that was one of the interesting mechanics in the last game, the last two games really, is you pick a team, and if I'm playing as Frank West right now, I can press a button and have Captain Marvel pop in for a quick attack, and then she goes away.
Yeah.
They don't have that in this game. They replaced it with a totally different tag system. What's that?
I liked those.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They made a really interesting mechanic that made the game, I think, pretty strategic.
Right.
This doesn't have that, but it's got a totally different mechanic that I think is going to make this game maybe more offense combo heavy. Whereas the assists in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and especially in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are almost more defensive mechanics.
Did you figure out how to take a photo yet?
I can take a picture.
Oh, you leveled up. All right.
So I'm leveled up to level 2.
Is it just one button? Yeah.
So it's a half circle or a quarter
and
circle back
it
with
actually
kick.
is sort of an attack too. That's cool.
Yep. And then Mitch was saying that I have access to a move where he sets up the camera on a tripod. Oh, there it is.
Very cool.
So what you can do is you have Captain Marvel super tag
Wow. Okay, that's dirty. So yeah, you combine that with. Let's see if I can figure out how to combine that with the super from the other character. Right. So if I do like that, tag him in, set up my tripod. I did it a little bit late.
That would be really cool. Kylo Pierce said, I wouldn't really call Injustice a copy of Mortal Kombat because they were both made by NetherRealm. That was my point. The mechanics are the same because they were made by the same. Absolutely important. How is the online gameplay? Have you guys tried playing online?
Mitch has. I
It's like
have
referring
not.
to netcode. It's all right.
I've been hearing people. Some competitive players online have been saying that the netcode's pretty good.
Okay.
Mitch is waving his hand, so he has more experience with it than I have.
It's all right.
But one thing that seemed pretty cool is that the time between ending a match and getting a new match seemed really fast.
Okay.
Like in Street Fighter V, it's kind of a problem. It takes a really long time to get a new match.
Well, I think people are asking these questions because of the way that Street Fighter
Probably.
V launched.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I totally understand that.
So I'm at level 3 now, and my plunger has been replaced with a broom.
Oh, so you have a little more range?
I have more range.
That's cool. Hansi Cage on Twitch asked, does the tripod also count as a shield? If you use the tripod, does it block for you? Probably not. Nah.
Maybe it might absorb a hit. Can you just walk right through it? Yeah, you can walk right through it.
It's cool. I feel like
combo.
Frank West would have just been so fun to design.
Mitch is showing off his combo.
Oh, you both got reality stones again? Nice work, dude. Oh, just hit it on the end.
I'll figure it out. Here we go. Nice. Sure. Yeah, let's check out Jetta, the other character I've been playing somewhat.
Music's so upbeat. It's like I could work out to it.
An interesting thing has happened regarding the music of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, in that somewhere over the last 10 years, people have changed their mind about it.
But they stopped liking
The
it?
music was terrible. Anyone that has played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 back in the day knows that the music in that game is terrible. And that, for some reason, I've seen recently people saying that that game has really good music, or praising how good the music is.
Nostalgia? I don't remember the music at all.
Do you remember the song, I Want to Take You for a Ride?
I remember that.
Better, I want to take you for a ride. Just that's
I know
the
that
entire
one.
song.
Yeah.
The music is it's like this weird jazzy stuff that it's not exciting.
I was so young when that game came out.
It's very dull.
What year did it come out?
1999, I think.
Yeah, I was a
Maybe
little babby.
2000.
Only one team will be left standing.
Yep. It's just this weird trumpet music and saxophones that
Yeah. They
doesn't.
tried something different.
I appreciate that they tried something different. Just everyone remembered that was not good music, and at some point they changed their mind about it. So yeah, Jetta's got a couple of really cool things. He's got this spinning wheel attack, which looks cool, covers a lot of screen space, and it also gives you a good way to tag in your other opponent, which I really like.
Yeah, I've seen you use that a fair bit because it kind of locks.
Yeah, if they start blocking it, yeah, then they have to sit there and wait for you to come out with your next character and figure out, is he going to attack low and start a combo low, or is he going to attack high and start a combo high? So it gives you a nice little mix-up. Another interesting mechanic in this game is the short hop. So Marvel vs. Capcom has forever had a regular jump attack, and then if you tap down up, you do a super jump. All right, that's the same as it's been forever. Now in this game, they introduced the short jump, which is basically a super jump, but then you hold down after it. You see, like I get that ghosting from the super jump, but you stay low, and then it basically just means that you can do certain attacks as overheads and combo out of them. Like
That's
that.
cool.
Whereas normally it
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
You're not too high. You're still in the air. Ooh.
Oh, I think I dropped it.
36 though. It ain't bad. Comics Legend said the combo screen is really distracting. That's just because this is training mode. They're not
I
playing
can't
it
actually turn that off though.
We can turn it up, apparently.
You cannot withstand.
There we go.
I shall put your
So you can see how much damage that did. That combo did about 85–90% damage. It did take 4 meters. It's a lot of resources, but
But still,
still pretty tasty.
there's just one guy repeatedly yelling, "Play Dante next!"
I should have practiced Dante ahead of this, because Dante is
Yeah.
a very complicated character, especially in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, very complicated character. In this game, he seems like he's got a lot of the same mechanics. He's actually a character that I wanted to learn how to play in Marvel
Yeah.
3, but because he was so complicated, I always
Has a
got
bit
kind
of
of
a
turned
learning
off. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Is Jetta dripping? I feel like when you stay still.
Let's see if he's dripping.
Yeah,
appears-
he's dripping.
He appears to be dripping. I don't know what that's about.
That's kind of gross, man. You should like maybe go to a doctor about that.
Yeah. Or is it coming from his cape, or is it coming from him?
Still gross.
So gross.
Irrelevant.
It's an infinite supply of stuff dripping.
Gross no matter what.
Either go to a doctor or do some laundry.
Yeah? I really like these stages. Joshua Jones said, my issue with the art style of this game is the inconsistency of it. In some cases, the Marvel heroes are based off their movie versions, but in others, they're based off their comic style. I kind of like that. I like the variety. I don't see a problem with that at all.
Yeah, I kind of imagine that that's some of the stuff they're going to play on with DLC as well, is give you the
different
costume
skins.
of
Yeah.
the comic version versus the movie version.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
What's your combo, Mitch? What's your combo?
Ah. Just miss it. You'll get there one day. Come on, man.
I do think the Marvel vs. Capcom games are some of the most fun games to play in training mode, just because you can be so creative with the combos. There's so much to figure out.
Ooh.
Oh, you did it. You got the last hiccup.
It sounds really nice. Like, that combo has a nice sound.
Yeah, Strider's sword.
It's also just pretty. All the pink and the red. And I feel like Gamora's attacks are pretty too. It's nice to look at.
That combo. Sure, we want to do a challenge.
Yeah, let's do a challenge because we are an hour into the stream. There's 1 hour left. So.
You got a challenge for us, Mitch?
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Alright, so we are doing a challenge where we have Mark versus Mitchell. The winner is the first person to win with every single Infinity Stone.
So
you
a
have to
minimum
try
of
all
6
them.
matches.
Minimum 6 matches.
A maximum,
quite a tournament situation.
A maximum of, I guess, 11 matches?
And are you guys allowed to pick the characters? We could, like, really throw you off and make them random. So you don't know what you're gonna get.
I hope I can.
You're both cringing at that. You're like, oh,
pick whichever
no.
character I want.
I'd say let's use whatever character we want.
Alright. You can pick the characters.
We've already done the let chat pick.
Yep. That's right. We did let chat play.
We did the evil thing already.
Do a random select for the stage, not for my character. I'm not that confident.
Strider, hear you moving in.
Time to save the
No one is my equal.
This is a lot of people in the chat asking me to play or asking why I'm not playing. We discussed earlier that I could, but I don't want to. The reason for that is because I haven't played it yet, and going from watching people who have played it before to watching me play as I'm learning would just be frustrating for everyone, including myself. So, like, maybe I'll play it again at some point. Well, I will be doing a Let's Play of it tomorrow. That'll be up on our Xbox channel.
And we're
That'll be up for a
gonna teach you how to play and beat Destin.
That's important.
You can beat Destin, 100%.
Who will come out
I think
I've played,
we could get
I've played a
you.
lot of MVC3.
We could get you to beat us
up
pretty
pretty
quickly. Eventually.
I just don't want to do it on stream. It's not gonna be great. It's also like someone's gotta manage all this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No need for the tactics of play.
That was cool.
Ooh. Ooh.
So you both started with the reality stone, naturally.
Of course, because we're cheap.
That's cool. I really like this rhino. I think this is probably my favorite stage because of that nice rhino.
Are you an animal person? Or is it just that rhino looks really cool?
Well, I like animals, but I also like robots. So like robot animals.
The best of both worlds?
Really.
Yeah. That makes sense. Nice combo.
Reality stone. Oh man, that was good. How you feeling, Mitchell? Not great?
Oh, nice. Good use. Oh. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, I
man,
can't
that
do
was-
anything.
Not great. That was good. I mean, you, in the grand scheme of things, did not take a ton of damage there. Could have been a lot worse.
That wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Ooh, good counters, dude.
Oh,
Very good.
just staggering those hits.
There we go. Did a very good job holding on the end there, Mitchell.
was
But that
good.
is 1 2 mark round.
All right, so I got my reality stone. I gotta switch it up now.
Yes.
Mitch stuck on reality. So I guess you could switch it up. You don't have to stick with reality stone.
Sticking with it by choice.
I think I'm gonna go to Power Stone next,
All right.
just because that's the next one that I know the best. It's
Oh.
the next cheapest. Yeah, yeah. I will switch up my team.
Strider, hear you. Strider, hear you. Moving in. Captain Marvel.
Up for this.
Save the galaxy. Again.
Only one team will be left standing.
Oh, you switched up your characters as well.
Yeah.
Nice work.
So I think Captain Marvel will be a good,
Do it myself.
I don't know about a counter pick, but like a good pick against Reality Stone because she has a move that will make her impervious to projectile attacks.
Gotcha.
So when that Reality Stone is on the screen and being a pain in the butt, I can just go through it. Oh, man, from across screen you can confirm that? Into 50% life with no meter?
That was mean.
That was real mean.
Yikes.
This is not good.
Oh boy. A little bit painful to watch.
No, this is all bad. Oh,
Oh.
what do I do? What do I do? All right. Oh, screwed up my combo. Can't be dropping combos.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. There you go. Nice work.
It's not over.
It's not over. That looks very cool.
Cosmic fall.
That's pretty great. There's that Reality Stone Storm again.
Oh, good snipe.
Ooh. Strider is almost gone. Good work, dude. Are
Try
you
going
in
for
the
a cross
Avengers
up.
Tower right now?
Maybe?
Looks like it. Yeah.
I actually don't know comics very well.
From the last match, people were like, hey, can you turn off them saying reality stuff? You guys sure are throwing that around a bit.
This is the true power of the stone.
Aluga Hungry Ghost said, so Disney could allow X-Men in MVCI. I assume yes. I don't know exactly how those licenses work, but probably yes. And they're just trying to use the. They're just trying to use the ones that are currently being in the films because I think that makes sense. So Black Panther could be a really good replacement for Wolverine. They might have a really similar replacement. Also,
Yeah.
the Almighty Love said, so Sonic was never good, huh, IGN? I really like Sonic. Some of us suck though, but I do.
When Marvel vs. Capcom 3 first came out, there was a bunch of characters in that were not from the past games. People wanted some of those past characters, and they're introducing new characters like Dormammu and Doctor Strange. You're like, oh, where's my old characters?
Yeah.
Turns out they ended up using those characters in movies.
Yeah.
Right? They came out in the
sense.
game before they used in the movies, and it was kind of cool.
It makes sense to do it that way, I think. It's also like I found different comic book characters through NBC. I started reading Moon Knight
Hope you're up for this.
just because.
What's Moon Knight?
Moon Knight is often seen with Taskmaster.
Oh, okay.
So that was.
Yeah, Taskmaster is not a character
Side thing,
that
but-
I was familiar with before that game.
Yeah,
came out.
neither.
And he's a really cool character.
There
Is he a skeleton or is he wearing a skeleton mask? I actually don't know.
I don't know either. For Taskmaster specifically, let me have a look. I think that he is a skeleton, but seems like he was a man at a certain point, but I really only read him on one side. His real name is unrevealed. Identity is secret. He's born in the Bronx, so he's probably.
Oof. That's not gonna work. You got me.
There are people asking to see Dormammu, but also Monster Hunter characters.
So Monster Hunter was announced as a DLC character, not available yet though. Dormammu I can show. Dormammu is actually one of the characters that I played in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So pretty decent with Dormammu in that
He was
game.
in Dormammu for the first time in 3, right? He wasn't in 2 yet.
Correct. So I'm pretty decent with Dormammu in the last game. This game, he plays similar but different enough that I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close. This match is definitely going better for Mitch.
It is. But you're in your 3rd stone, right?
That's true. Oof, alright. I think this is Mitch's match.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Ah.
Ooh. Not looking good. That was unfortunate.
Oh, he hit me with the overhead while I'm being defensive.
Oh, man.
Try and run away. It's not working out.
Oh, I would be so impressed if you pulled this off, but I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know if it
Alright,
does
you
for
got
me.
your own stone. Reality stone.
Oh,
Reality
he's hitting me with them.
Oh, good job, dude. There we go, finally down.
Alright. So I gotta stick with
He's still one ahead,
time zone, but he's got reality stone done.
so he's got to swap out of reality now.
Yep.
Nice work, Mitchell.
Strider, hear you. Strider, hear you. Moving in. Nova.
Time to save the galaxy.
Follow
Again.
I welcome you.
Only one team will be left standing.
Someone in the chat said MVC Infinite equals MVCU versus Capcom, and that's not too far off. I feel like that's vaguely correct. You got a lot of the movie characters.
Are the X-Men characters not part of the MVCU or MVU or?
Technically not, because they
See.
are not Marvel movies. Yeah.
Oh, I should have done a different combo. And not dropped it. I should have done two things differently.
And when you get going with Stratty, you really just keep going, huh? Oh, dude, good job, Mitchell. I really like the way that Thanos is animated.
Oh, no.
Nice, that was pretty quick.
Oh, so he went with the Power Stone as well.
Yeah. You both went up for just that 1 second.
I don't know what just happened there, Mitch,
Yeah, it was pretty hectic.
but it worked out for
Yeah.
you.
Damn, man. Unlucky. Good job. All right, so you're on your 4th stone now?
4th stone.
All right.
Which one should I go with? Are there 6 of them total?
I like the space one.
All right. Space.
The space one.
So my normal power is space. It'll pull Mitch toward me.
Yes.
I don't know how to use that.
Okay.
The
Sounds great.
The really good power of space is the one that puts him in that box.
Yes.
I think I can use that
Okay.
one. Maybe I'll try Dormammu with space.
Yeah,
I think that's a
people
good
have been asking to
match.
see Dormammu.
Strider, hear you. Strider, hear you. Moving
Forrest Bryant on Twitch says hi.
Galaxy. Again.
Is he saying hi to you, hi to me, hi to both of
I
us?
think hi to the chat.
Oh, okay. Hey.
So we're just like kind of eavesdropping on the chat by saying hi.
Oh,
Probably not
okay.
even talking to us. Like, hey, buddy.
Who else? Who else can I plausibly play with? Nobody.
What's the plan of attack?
So you said space. Let's do space.
prevail.
So I think Dormammu in space is going to be a really good combo. I've watched, there was a Marvel vs. Capcom launch event yesterday where at the end of it, they had a guy from Capcom, Combo Fiend, play against a professional player named F-Champ. Really cool match to watch. F-Champ plays Dormammu with space.
Okay.
I'm not going to be nearly as good as him because he knows what he's doing.
I'm not expecting that. It's okay.
But he does some really cool stuff
right.
that I'm going to totally steal.
Man, Dormammu was cool looking.
Ah, cool. Oh no, I shouldn't have stuck around with that move out.
Ooh.
Ah. Nice. Snuck under my pistols.
Oh man, you're getting
He's
good at that, Mitchell,
He's got that. You didn't got that though.
Not that. Ooh.
Oh. Oof.
Yikes.
Oh no. Oh, I got lucky there.
Ooh. Nice. Out. That was good. So in theory, you can attack him without ever needing to get in there yourself, right?
Yeah, that's what Dormammu's pretty good at.
If you can figure out how to do it.
If I can figure out how. That was not very
That did
successful.
not work, but
Not
I
very.
understand the point.
It
That's
was the strategy that
that's smart.
matters. Oh, that's not gonna work. This might be a good setup.
Ooh. I like that the stones don't seem to be a deciding factor in matches. They're kind of an assist, but you know, you can still win with any of them.
Yep.
It seems like they aren't too OP.
Oh, chase me down.
All right. Trying to keep your distance.
Yep.
Smart.
I just need to land a straight hit. Like that.
There you go. I like that if you get the advancing guard, she says, predictable! Just throwing shade.
Yep. You just gotta talk trash at every opportunity
but
possible.
it's good that she does it for you sometimes too, you know?
Yep,
Really
for
keeps
sure.
the spirit there. So you've got 4 stones.
Oh no.
You've got 2 more.
But they're gonna be my worst ones.
What do you got left?
We got Mind.
Mind, and you've already used time?
Yes, I've used time. That one, that was the teleport.
Yep.
Mind and Soul. Okay, Soul. Maybe I'll do Soul. I think I can get away with Soul.
The real guardian of the galaxy is Nova.
Captain Marvel.
All right, let's start this battle.
Fighting alongside together.
Let's go Soul.
How fast?
Strider Helios. Who will prevail?
Well, eventually you're going with reality?
You went back to reality.
Out of habit. Just means if you win, it doesn't count.
You gotta go back to character select. Pick the right stones. Or what would happen if
Ready.
maybe
Alexius Donovan asks, is this game worth it if I dislike Mortal Kombat X? So, I played Injustice 2, I play Mortal Kombat, but I like those games less because I find them a little bit too slow. Or slower than Marvel vs. Capcom, which is what I'm used to. So it kind of depends on what fighting game you like, because, you know, watching them you can't feel how different they are, but they really are all very, very, very different. Marvel vs. Capcom is fast and reactionary, and then I really like Soul Calibur as well, I mentioned that before, but it's really hard to say, like, maybe not liking Mortal Kombat would mean that you don't like Injustice, but it doesn't necessarily mean you would like this. They're just very different things.
I guess it depends
feel
on
very different.
what you don't like about Injustice, right? If
Yeah.
you don't like that it's 2 characters fighting each other in a 2D plane, maybe you won't like this.
Maybe?
If you don't like it because it doesn't have Captain Marvel in it, then maybe,
Yeah, it
maybe you'll
depends
like.
specifically. Whenever people ask, like, should I buy this game? I'm like, man, I don't know you. I can't tell you. I really don't know.
I'll say this: I would buy this game. I probably wouldn't buy Injustice.
Well,
But that's just 'cause I'm
2's
not-
story is
I don't know any-
very, very good.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
it's probably the best fighting game story, I think. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, Injustice is really good. I mean,
Definitely
all the
different
NS,
online, though.
all the NRS games are really good
Yeah.
for single player stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, that was...
Yeah, it totally just depends on your style.
Oh, see that? That hit me when I was jumping up back. There seems to be a moment when you're up backing that you get hit by things.
So that's a bit of a change.
Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic. It means that I can't
I wonder
use...
if that's intentional because people
think
rely
so.
on that a lot.
I think it is
It could be
intentional.
because people rely on it.
Yep.
Wait, what? What happened to Captain Marvel? When did that happen? I looked away for a second and she's already gone.
Yeah. I'll bring her.
Wow.
I'll bring her back.
Okay. Oh, you do have the Soul Stone.
Exactly.
That's true. That was cool. So you can use that multiple times, right? If it comes back.
If I get the meter back for it,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. All right, I didn't do that much damage. Oh, and he landed his cross-grain combo. Not a fan of that, Mitch. Not a fan. You just snipe me from across the
This is a
screen.
little bit hard to watch.
All right. Okay. Okay.
All right, Mitchell, is that your second win?
That was a little free.
You're still ahead in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You're still doing all right.
Nova Corps, I can't lose.
Was it the Soul Stone that let you down, or was it just you that let you down?
That was all me.
Johnny Cortez asked, does anyone ever really buy a fighting game for its story? Seriously,
Some people
Injustice
do.
2 story is really good.
Don't.
Like, it's worth it.
I would say don't buy a Capcom fighting game for its story.
Probably not.
They just don't put the... They don't make the single player the focus. The focus of Capcom fighting games is the multiplayer.
Yeah. Clayton Etu said Mitchell and Strider is OP. You're
agree.
definitely getting pretty good with Strider,
I
Mitchell. Like,
agree.
whenever you pull him on screen, I'm like, oh, what's going to happen here? You're getting good at that combo. So people in the chat are also asking for X and Hulk. So it's funny because
I can get a little
clearly
RR,
people are like
you got
jumping
show
in
up.
Mhm.
later and then jumping out, so it's just kind of rotating.
Oh, what happened?
This is a good question from AGA Joe on Twitch. Any tips for a first-time MVC player / also would love team recommendations? So, obviously this game is very, very new, but do either of you have characters you think are good for newcomers? Particularly good characters to start off with?
I think characters that are good but not fast will be good for newcomers, and I think Thanos might be that sort of character. He was the character I was trying to teach Destin how to play. He wasn't paying attention.
My soul is clear. You're all fast. Final judgment.
Centurion run! Centurion run!
You're all fast. Captain Marvel.
Alrighty, friends, we have just over half an hour left of the stream. Right now, we're still having a tournament where the first person to win with every single Infinity Stone is the winner. Mark Ryan here has 4.
I got 4. About to get 5, I think.
Mitchell
Maybe I
has
shouldn't get
2.
cocky.
Well, I don't know. I feel like
Oh, see, he just killed her.
with Nova this time, though.
Oh, the
Good
sneaky.
timing there, dude.
Final judgment.
Good block. Nice.
That didn't.
Ooh.
Does that work?
There we go.
I used that meat shield. That Thanos meat shield.
All right, you got just one left, huh?
One left, which is mine, which is for sure my worst.
All right. I think you'll be fine. Unless Mitchell can make the comeback of the century.
I have an idea. I'm not going to tell Mitchell what my idea is.
All right, yeah, maybe don't do that.
Strider, hear you. I am the beginning and the end. Strider, hear you. Nova,
Time to save the galaxy. Again.
who will prevail?
I think this is going to go badly, but
We'll see.
I've got some wiggle room, right? I can afford something to go badly at this
Yeah,
point.
you can. You've got some time. Oh,
Fight! No need for tactics and play.
Look out below. Yeah. Eat this. Yeah. Cool.
One do too many else. What's the best map so far? You guys have favorite maps?
Not
Any
really.
stage?
Not really. But I'm probably
I
the
like them
wrong
all
person to
quite a bit.
ask.
You don't care about that kind of stuff?
Evidently, it's not that I don't care. It's just I don't notice them. I can't
That makes
remember. I was
sense.
playing Ultimate Marvel in the office like a week ago, and someone came up and said something about the aircraft carrier in the background. Now I've been playing this game since 2011. Never
Didn't even
once
notice it?
noticed there
That's
was
funny.
an aircraft carrier in the background.
My soul is clear.
Oof, nice. What does that move do?
Just trying to type things in the chat that things that we've already spoken about a million times on the stream. I'm just not saying the same thing over and over.
You cannot withstand. Enter the banquet of the abyss.
Ooh.
That super leads right into that other super. And then I'm going to do my Mind Stone so I can get my
Just
meters
to be
back.
extra mean.
Well, that'll give me those meters I just
True.
spent back. It's not going to help me otherwise.
Oh, damn. That is what I call REKT Rex.
Good match, good match.
So you won. Congratulations, you won our Infinity Stone Challenge.
you.
Good
Thank
job. Mitchell, you really did hold in there. That Strider is quite OP at this point.
I agree.
Got it down.
I agree. Strider OP.
Mitchell, Strider OP.
Should we try story mode at this point?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Now, I haven't played story mode at all.
Okay.
My understanding is that story mode begins the same way that story mode began in the demo that was available for this
Right.
game. I didn't play that either.
Yeah, I didn't play the demo either.
I didn't play because it was just story mode demo.
I didn't
Alright.
play because I was traveling constantly.
There was a lot of
But
travel this
that
summer.
was around for a while. The demo was out a little while ago.
Mitch, should we let the all the cutscenes and stuff roll? I guess that's what story mode's about.
Yeah,
I should probably
totally.
shut up, huh?
Each of them imperfect, each afflicted with the cancer of organic life.
From their ruins, a new universe shall be forged in the fire of the stones of reality and space. All life remade in our image, in steel, free from the sins of the flesh. We
Alright.
are Ultron Sigma. We are your god.
Okay.
All right.
Convergence.
It's just so weird seeing them together. Funny.
How cool would it be if they made a Capcom
Captain
movie?
America. Our teams are
That would be
in
cool.
position. The enemy's
Well,
It'd be
forces are
nonsense.
Most video game
Palace
movies are
gates.
bad, so let's.
But if it was made by that same people that are making the Marvel movies?
Yeah.
Waiting. Heroes, move out.
Already not entirely following what's going on here, but we'll find out.
Ultra Sigma or Ultron Sigma is our god.
Yes.
It's 88 days since the convergence.
With us together?
Let's move out.
Let's
Okay, all
go.
right.
Ready.
Score a hit with a light punch and keep tapping the button. So yeah, this is one of those mechanics that is on by default, and I think is a really good way for people to get into this game, is that there's essentially an auto combo.
Oh, that is cool.
If you're not good at combos,
Then you just, once you kind of pick it up, you can turn it off.
yeah, you just mash that square button. Let's see if I can do it. This is me just hitting the square button.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Look, Mom. No
But you can
hands.
turn it off, thankfully.
Yep, you can turn it off. I mean, it doesn't seem that disruptive if you don't want it. But it's the sort of thing that I think most
Good for new
high-level players are probably going to want to disable, just so
yeah.
they don't accidentally do something they weren't intending.
Yeah. We're at a bit of a hiccup there.
Maybe?
Happened only a couple of times. Little frame rate drop. Something.
Were those Sentinels or were those Ultron drones?
Ultron, yeah.
Sentinel is one of those characters I'd like to see come back from the old games.
Chun-Li?
Captain Marvel, shall we?
Is this the same bridge that X and Captain America were on? This is a different area?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got the little rainbow pathway.
Is that a Marvel thing?
I think it's
Those represent the Infinity Stones, maybe?
maybe?
Don't know when to quit, do you?
It's Asgard, right?
Thor's, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know that they necessarily always look like that.
Alright.
That makes sense. It's a mixture of the city from Mega Man and Asgard. So this is also kind of like a tutorial. It's teaching you how
Yep.
to do things too. So I think that's a smart way to have it.
Let's see what her mash square button combo is. Alright, that's very similar to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Ready for round 3?
Different streets, same fight.
Those
It
giant
seems like the same
legs.
street.
Does seem like the same street. Yeah, pretty much the same street. That's pretty cool.
Doctor Strange!
Does he have that
The lady?
move where he can just crush people into themselves?
Both dimensions.
I guess.
Welcome
Haven't seen it, but
ours.
Alright, is this Ultra Sigma?
Yes.
Ultron Sigma?
yes.
Sigma Ultron?
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
One of the above.
And is this like is he like a butterfly where his design makes it look like he has a big face, a face bigger than him?
Maybe. I think he'd be insulted if you heard you say that, but
It's to dissuade predators from
Yeah.
attacking him.
if he looked intimidating.
Yep.
Just like awful. It's so cute.
Arthur's pretty
Look at
cool.
him. Look at that small man.
For one so small.
And you, Thor, are indeed mighty for a heathen god.
Why do you call him a heathen?
Said it so politely though.
What's this?
fresh fodder. No,
So much.
stay your lunch. My people. What has become of them?
Thor.
Oh, interesting. So these drones are... Those aren't the drones.
No need to panic, big guy. They're just taking a nap. They'll be fine. Eventually.
Stark.
His face looks really weird.
Spencer.
Nice. Weapon
Thor's?
a little.
Yeah. Shadows is
Compensating
not
for
quite right.
something?
The voice actor they've got for Iron Man this time sounds like he's doing a Robert Downey Jr. voice, which is probably
Kinda
good. Probably good. It's a different voice than was in the last game.
I wonder how much you'd have to pay Robert Downey Jr. for that.
Just to show up in a video game randomly.
So
Maybe
for
he'd do it for free.
Lego Marvel's Avengers, they used lines of dialogue from the movies, but you think it's what you want until you hear it, and it's just like mixed weirdly because it's not in the right place, and like they're not reusing the dialogue. It just really didn't work out very well.
Oh, interesting. So Arthur's got a double jump. That's cool. He
Yeah,
can
it seems to get
throw
pretty high.
1 blade or 2 blades. Oh, 3 blades.
Is this your first time playing as Arthur?
Yeah, I think I tried him a little bit when we were taking requests, but Mitch was beating me up too much for me to
Didn't get to
try
try
and
it.
figure out what he does. Is that a move? Oh, interesting.
So the Ultron drone is significantly easier. Did you choose a difficulty when you started the story?
I don't think I did. It
think
seemed
you did
like
either.
it just went into just the default
Probably
difficulty.
scale.
Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. I like that attack. Can
Yeah.
I combo out of it? Yes, I can. Cool. So that's a really cool attack because it looks like it hits low, and it lunges Arthur forward.
Yeah.
So if you're at a point where you've got some distance between you and the opponent, they might think that they're not in danger of a low attack.
Yeah.
So they'll just lock high. So you do that.
Yeah,
It goes
it's
into a
cool.
combo. That's pretty
Cool.
nice. Pretty nice. All right, Dante. Here's your Dante.
Here's
chat
your Dante,
stream.
that
It's going
one
to be
guy
played
who kept
just as
asking for
badly as
Dante.
before.
That's pretty cool.
Let's
Yeah.
call it
Okay.
a tie. Yo, Dante.
So Hawkeye was in the last game. He
Yes.
looks completely different. in
He
this
does.
game. Moves and stuff pretty much the same.
A lot more muscle.
But he looks very different. Very muscly.
Be good.
Is this what he looks like in the movies?
Ebony, ivory.
Lightly?
Rocket kind of
does.
Yeah, kind of looks like the movie. I was more asking about Hawkeye because he looks different in the last game.
I feel like this.
It's this movie Hawkeye.
I think so.
Okay.
The design looks similar.
What's that actor's name?
Jeremy
Jeremy
Renner.
Renner.
Yeah.
Ready. Fight.
So he throws a fireball like that. This is actually kind of similar to Arthur in that you throw the fireball and you keep hitting the button. He throws more fireballs. You can throw one vertical, which is cool. So you can play kind of a defensive game with him.
So tiny. Ooh, that's cool.
I'll throw down a little trap. That is cool.
Very cool. That was quick.
Yeah, these drones they don't have a
Not
ton
so
of health.
hard.
Oh,
They also
interesting.
don't seem to have any ranged attacks.
There's
Oh,
Groot.
there he is.
Come on, Groot.
Aw.
Oh, that's cool. So I can call in Groot. If he hits him, I can then
Aw.
continue a combo
That's cool.
with Rocket.
How do you call him in?
That is a quarter circle back with kick button. That seems to be all I'll get to play with Rocket right now.
Yeah. That was quick.
We have to move on in this story.
Yeah. Still not entirely sure what's happening, but
Damn, these things are like cockroaches. Have care.
We should have made a zombie reference instead of cockroaches.
These were once my people.
that would have been cool.
Or
Even
not
now
zombie
they
reference.
fight well.
This was my home too, Thor. Ultron Sigma's going to pay for what he's done.
It was nice to see Mega Man in this game. in the last game, as they kept announcing the characters, it seemed to be around the time that Capcom and the creator of Mega Man were having kind of a public falling out.
Yeah.
And Mega Man was
People worry
quite
about
conspicuously not in the game. Here, they've managed to put him in, which is nice. Ooh, that was cool.
Yeah, I really like it.
Wow, made short work of that.
Courage, my
that
friend.
stage.
I swear I will release you from Ultron Sigma's grasp, or die trying.
Mitch, do you know how
Dr.
long the
Strange?
story mode is?
Captain?
I don't think it's that long.
Doctor.
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours?
Can you get us in?
Okay.
Convergence has left Asgard's magic weakened.
Eclectic 9095 said,
can
the story
breach the
from what
prison's
people
walls
say,
from
from
here.
what I've seen,
Good.
it gets an average score. It has moments,
Commander
but there are
Redfield.
some which can be cringy. So I guess that's like,
Chris, you ready?
for a fighting game, pretty solid. It's also like, from what we can tell, it's a really good way to learn mechanics, so.
Yeah.
And you get to see all the characters together, which is something I really love about that.
take
It's
that as
weird,
a
but I
yes.
like it. Seeing Captain America and Chris
This
just hang
prisoner
out.
better have the answers we need.
He will.
Yeah, this is definitely the kind of game that hopefully you've got someone to play against, or you like playing against other people.
Yeah.
Because that's where,
This is
outside
the
of the
end.
3 hours that you get of this,
Yeah.
that's where you're going to get the most of your playtime.
Yeah. It'd be cool if it had a co-op story.
Oh, interesting.
X-God Underground Prison. 88 days since, wasn't it 88 days before?
Yep,
Or,
same day.
Same day.
They move fast. But we're going to get a different stage at least.
It's true. Some stealth
Doctor?
business going on here.
Do you feel it? This psychic maelstrom of torment and despair.
What?
Yeah, sucks.
Every prison's the same.
Yeah, done a lot of hard time. Huh?
Maelstrom,
No,
torment and despair.
but I've put a lot of punks like you away.
Huh?
Halt!
Am I going to have access to five characters? Oh,
Probably not.
probably not.
This level's also pretty cool.
We can't let them
Yeah, I
sound
like the
alarm.
lighting.
Take them
Yeah.
down.
So much for the secret mission.
Ready.
Yeah, I like that, the X-Guardian. I think the mashup is
Mac. One shot.
unique.
Mac.
Danger.
Mac. Mac. Ah! Sending it. One shot. Sending it.
They are very easy to kill them, huh?
Very. They don't seem to block.
Yeah. Or attack much, that's the thing.
Frag ready. Grenade.
But hopefully they get harder. Is the
Hopefully.
Well done.
Not rude. Oh, I love that pistol.
very dramatic pistol.
Like he reloads it,
Yeah.
pulls it out, pop.
I think there's a lot of really cool animations in here. I wonder how many there are for each character. It's pretty impressive.
This is it.
Oh no. Nah, bad idea.
Rocket, what is it?
Seriously? You know who this is, right? Doc, back me up here.
Does not sound like Bradley Cooper.
It does not, but I feel like the voice acting is pretty good.
We've got a job to do.
Damn.
We're not leaving without him.
Why not?
Eh.
We can't hold
Fine.
these guys off forever.
Redfield knows what he's doing.
They're a small team. Agile. They'll get the job done.
Cap, this is Hawkeye. We're out of time. He's coming.
You see Ultron Sigma?
I've got a clear shot.
Take it.
Ooh, cool. It's So he's got the reality stone then?
Engage! Go, go, go!
That's what it looked like. Huh?
Yeah.
He looks cool.
He does.
Mitch, do I get to play as this character? Yeah. No?
No.
Oh. He looks really cool. Ultron Sigma.
I like the way this is directed.
Yeah, the choreography.
Yes. Digital choreo.
Iron Dude.
Yeah, it's impressive to watch. They sure are making him seem intimidating.
Oh, he's like infecting them with his mind control.
You still dare challenge us, Prince of Asgard?
You shall pay for what you've done to
I
my
also like the
people.
voice that it's combined the two and they constantly just speak over each other.
To what?
The two voices.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
They play at the same time. It's like on the same track. It's cool. So wait, we're back on this map again?
I guess so.
Okay. All right. So they went in that weird dungeon. There's two separate teams though, right?
Yep, they've
So
separated.
All right.
Which is always the best move in like horror movies. Is to separate.
Fools, our will is law. We will
That way you don't all die at once.
ready.
Oh, I have to play
Oh,
Ultron.
you're already fighting him. All right. He
Oh.
looks super cool.
Oh, that's a cool.
Ex-Guardian is almost immediately dead.
Yep.
That does not take long.
Come back here, Ultron Sigma.
Ultron Sigma's a little hotter. Oh, he's using stones.
Yeah, there you go. Reality Stone, just like you said. Who's on my team? Spencer? I don't know how to play Spencer either. Ooh, nice teleport.
Oh. Man, have you even hit him? Oh, a tiny bit. He likes calling you useless. He's pretty tough. I wonder if maybe I'm not supposed to beat him.
Could have given me a character I know how to play. Oh, so he's teleporting really quickly behind me.
He looks like he'd be fun to play. Oh, and you don't have any reality stones. Cool. Man, he is tough.
Yeah, that didn't do very
Not
much
take a lot
damage,
of
huh?
damage. People in the chat right now are talking about the origins of Russians. I'm like, well, all right.
Well, that makes sense.
Let you guys do that. Call Me Zelda one more time said, stop spamming useless. It's actually Ultron Sigma that is spamming that, not us. At least I think it is. I don't think it's what it's saying.
No.
It just happens when senses out zero.
Oh, rude.
Man.
There we go. Bionic arm. Oh, he blocked my... Oh, no, he didn't.
He's real strong. Yeah, it's definitely him that's saying useless. Were you meant to win? Because it could be a story thing.
I don't know. I hope that I wasn't supposed to, because that went from super easy to
Impossible.
whoa, really quick.
Your hits were doing almost nothing.
Yeah. That said, I feel like if I was playing a character I knew, I might have done okay. Like, he wasn't that hard.
Not for your people, Thor. They have achieved perfection. And soon, you shall be their prince once more.
You hear the two voices?
I think so.
Pay attention, you'll hear it.
Maybe my ear's not as good as yours.
Commander Redfield.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have something to add? Some great insight?
You're going down, Ultron Sigma.
Great insight. Good job, Redfield.
He's
Nailed
a bit of a meathead, maybe.
It's fitting that those would be your final words.
I think you're supposed to lose. This would be just a very annoying cutscene.
Right, it just says you died.
But it just does it every time.
Doctor, get us out of here.
With pleasure, Captain.
Mitch, have you ever beaten him at that point? Okay. It's not just me.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Our intel was right.
Same day, 88
Ultron
days.
Sigma
Oh,
has 2 of the Infinite
busy
Six.
day for them.
This team moves.
Yeah.
The stones you spoke of.
6 cosmic stones of infinite power.
And probably the cause of all this mess.
If he has 2, where are the other 4?
I'm trying to find
That's
him.
what we're here to find out.
Look
So
at
he has
that
2?
upper body. Look at those traps.
He's a Dorito.
He's a Dorito. For sure, he's a Dorito.
Thor, you sure you're all
These are
right?
insane traps.
Thank you, my friend. But it will take more than a candy-colored cloud to slay the god of thunder. Save your concern for the people of Asgard.
Hit him with your shield.
The mask appears to be some
Mario?
inhibitor, suppressing the captive's psionic
What is his name? Dr. Light? Is that Dr. Light?
But I was able to generate a containment field that emulates that effect. We're ready to remove his restraints.
Some dramatic facial expressions there.
They're all realizing what he said like a second after each other. So there's like this
Conveniently.
perfect chain reaction of huh? What?
I'll make him talk.
You think the prisoner can lead us to these Infinity Stones?
Strider is
Stark
a
and
cool
Rocket say
character.
he's dangerous.
No, I said insanely dangerous.
Please, will somebody just tell me who he is?
Thanos, the Mad Titan. Cosmic warlord / lunatic. And Death's boy toy.
I think I like his voice line, man.
You know, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, it's interesting
but
that
she's
they.
a lady or a
It seems like they very
skeleton
clearly made him sound
It's complicated.
I think
like
he's
the actor.
following Robert Downey Jr.'s inflections.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Loverboy here's
But it doesn't
almost
seem they've done
destroyed
that with the other
universe
characters.
Yeah.
multiple times trying to impress her.
He's super iconic, though, I suppose.
And you
Yeah.
want to give him access to these stones? There must be some other way.
We're out of options and out of time. Take off the
I like the
mask.
voice acting. I feel like it's pretty good. And I think that they've done a good job of representing the unique personalities of the
Cap.
characters.
I can't let you do it.
Oh, there's trouble within the
Oh,
team.
hell, it's Civil War all over again.
Wait, so which character am I gonna have to play?
Maybe Iron Man? Maybe Cap? I don't know. Cap tends to be the good guy. Alright, we've got almost
I'm ready
5
for
minutes
any
left.
All right, maybe finish up this
Hope you
match.
paid
Yeah.
up on your health insurance.
If anyone has any more questions, you can tweet at us with the hashtag did IGN plays live with us? And then after the stream, I'll look through and answer any questions I can. Back to being relatively easy.
Yep.
How are they getting between these different universes so easily? Doing some fancy teleports.
Is this a different universe?
Well, Asgard and the Avengers Tower are definitely different planets.
Wow, that's true. Within a day they made it too. Huh?
True. Doctor Strange just pulls them all through. I guess Thor could too. There's no Scarlet Witch, so she could probably help out. People were talking about the changes to Chun-Li's face. When she was first revealed,
She didn't look
people
like
criticized her
Chun-Li.
'cause no, she didn't. She looked really odd, but I think that they've hugely improved on it and really
Oh, yeah.
responded to people's feedback. And yeah, she looks pretty spot. Still just got those giant thighs.
It wouldn't be Chun-Li without them.
I know, I just respect them so much. How do you get that? It's incredible.
She bicycles.
That's it. It's not squats or anything.
No.
No, she just really likes spikes.
Oh, that could have been a better combo. Oh, he missed.
Yikes, you really did.
I'll take it.
You feel like you're kind of getting a little used to Dante yet?
No.
His special looks really similar to how it did in 3.
Yes, very, very similar, which is cool. So I was trying the thing that seems to work. Let's see if I'll do it against Chun-Li. So because that special lasts so long, it gives you a chance to tag in the other character and then try a bunch of mix-ups on them while they're blocking. So, all right, I'll tag him in. I do this move that puts me on the other side.
Very cool.
You can do some switch-up stuff.
That's cool.
Pretty good. Anytime you can left-right mix up the opponent in this game is good.
Wrecked.
Sorry, Chun-Li.
I love that echoey wail. Just like for extra effect. Tony Kaname asks, is Laura Bailey still the voice of Chun-Li? No, it is actually Birch.
Friends, family.
Some of you may know from Horizon Zero Dawn.
With the power of
she is
the
Aloy.
Infinity Stones, we can defeat Ultron Sigma, undo the horrors he has wrought. Asgard might rise once
I admit,
more.
I'm one of the players that's normally mashing the start button to get through cutscenes.
Yeah, no. Patience,
that
man.
always works out great.
Thanos alone can lead us to the Infinity Stones.
It's pretty hefty to
He
rely
is
on.
bound to them. It is the only way.
He's the only character in this group that I know how to play. So, please,
please
release Thanos.
If your bloodhound slips his leash, it's on you.
Go ahead, Doctor. Remove the mask.
By the vapors of Voltor, which do all things conceal.
You have doomed yourselves. The imminent danger comes not from me, but from one of your own.
Oh.
What the hell's happening to him?
Because of that weird smoke that he got.
Yeah, look
put on
at
him.
his arm is infected.
Yeah.
He's infected with the Sigma
Yeah, they weren't
virus.
subtle about that.
Careful. There's still a
Surprise.
alive in there. Take him down easy.
Cool. Alright, I feel like we're right on time to wrap up the stream. Thank you for everyone in the chat who has joined us. Thank you to Mark Ryan here and to Mitchell Saltzman, who was also playing earlier on the other side. We also have the collector's edition, or parts of it here. These are the stones, and then we've got this Marvel over there, Captain Marvel, and then
Oh, nice.
Iron Man's over there too, if you want to pull him over. They're all pretty cool.
These are pretty cool.
I think and Chun-Li's here too. Is she next to me? Oh, she is too. I think the statues are really, really impressive. I like them a whole lot. Nice work. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us. You can play the game now, and we will see you guys next time.